Assassin's Creed Shadows story campaign length teased. Addressing fan questions in a Reddit AMA, one developer noted that while open-world elements make the game's length difficult to evaluate, AC Shadows' main journey is comparable to Origins/Odyssey and Valhalla. This suggests players should not expect a tighter story in the vein of Mirage or AC's pre-RPG days. The next chapter will remain connected to the established modern-day lore and evolve in AC's Animus hub and future installments. After all, based on how long to beat data, the average playtime between the campaigns for Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla is about 45 hours. According to the developers, the various open-world elements in Assassin's Creed Shadows make it difficult to tell exactly how long the story might take to finish, given how much there is for players to do in the game. Also mentioned is the incorporation of a canon mode option to play through the story, without branching storyline choices for fans who want to play the original story without any role-playing consequences. The Reddit thread also posed questions about the modern-day storyline in the new Assassin's Creed, something which has been a staple of the series since the original game back in 2007. While the developers did not provide anything concrete so as not to spoil the game, they did tease the beginning of a new storyline, seemingly moving on from the previous modern protagonist. Two protagonists. In essence, our core fight mechanics are the same for Yasuke and Niobe, says Charles, but as samurai and shinobi, respectively, they each have their own weapon types and abilities that make them feel very different from one another. Despite Neo's formidable stealth prowess, as detailed in our previous post, she's no pushover when it comes to combat. Quick and agile, she can make short work of a single enemy with her barrage of attacks, but as the number of enemies increase, she will be at a significant disadvantage due to her lack of armor and limited combat resources. At the opposite end of the spectrum, Yasuke stands as a stalwart warrior ready for prolonged, knockdown-drag-out combat scenarios. For instance, the last attack in each of his combos, i.e. combo enders, will break an enemy's guard without relying on posture attacks. While both characters can carry two weapons and switch between them in combat, Yasuke is also the only protagonist with the ability to switch weapons mid-combo via the link attack ability, which allows him to rapidly string together attacks and weapon abilities in a continuous flow. Yasuke has a few unique samurai tricks up his sleeves, says Charles. One of them is the sheath posture attack, where he will charge up an opening attack while his katana is still in its sheath. On top of looking quite iconic, most enemies won't see that one coming if timed correctly.